Hi, I'm Colin Shantz, CEO of CopperTree Solutions, and today we're going to be talking about how you can measure and manage your cyber risk profile. The cybersecurity landscape has changed a lot in the last number of years, and for most organizations, it's not so much a question of if they're going to be hacked, it's a question of when something is going to happen. Through my discussion with a lot of different business leaders, one of the things I've noticed is that a lot of organizations really don't have a good way to measure their current cyber risk profile. If you ask a business leader what their current state is, there's really no clear KPIs around that. There's no way to look at it and definitively say we're pretty good or there's some elements of risk within an organization. I think a lot of business leaders are just they're saying, well, IT vendor or my IT guy says things are okay and therefore we trust them. There's a lot of things that go into measuring your cyber risk profile, but one of the biggest things is you need to have somebody constantly assessing your infrastructure against a definitive list of standards that lay out what does good look like. And it needs to be a continual reassessment. The standards are changing all the time as there's new versions of technology come out and new threats come out. So it's important to have somebody that's continually evaluating your infrastructure to say, what is the state of our technology? What is the health of our technology? It's not as ambiguous as it might seem. It's not just somebody's opinion where they go through and they look at it and say things are good or things are not good. There's real clear standards that are available, both industry standards as a best practice or going as far as compliance with a IT security standard. One of the things that's important with cybersecurity is that you need to have some external perspective on the situation. Ultimately, nobody can check their own work when it comes to IT security. So as we're working with our clients, depending on the IT security needs, we will bring in somebody outside, disinterested third party, if you will, to come in and review the IT infrastructure and make sure that everything's being covered and that there's nothing being missed. And so it's important to know what your starting point is. What is the health of your infrastructure? What are those risks that are out there? Part of our BCIO service and our strategic planning service is going through and itemizing those risks and putting them in front of our clients as business decisions to say, here's something that we've identified that you could be taking advantage of. Maybe it's minimizing a risk, or maybe it's an opportunity that you could take advantage of. It's really about putting business decisions in front of our clients and saying, here's something, maybe you want to look at this, maybe you don't, but here's the information and you get to decide how you want to approach that. If you're not sure about the current state of your technology today or the current state of your cyber risk, give us a call. We'd be happy to talk to you about how you can get some clear insights into exactly where you stand and how you might be able to improve your IT security. Thanks for joining me as we discussed how to measure and manage your cyber risk. Please visit our website at coppertreesolutions.ca to discover CopperTree today.